are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the New York Giants and the Green Bay Packers. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the New York Giants and the Green Bay Packers. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Throwing on first down. Clifford. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A huge play there right off the bat. And even 50 yards. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because...
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Aaron Robinson. And the Giants are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. They'll start out on the ground as Saquon Barkley. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing Jones. hitter here. It's complete. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. They'll try and throw for it here. Got a man, Slayton. And he is going to have the Giants first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. A first down carry for Barkley. And he's got some space here. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Jones. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. So this matchup, the second of 3 games in London this year. Vikings and Saints were here last week. And then the Broncos and Jags, they'll be at Wembley at the end of the month. Plus this year, remember, a 4th European game, our first one ever in Munich, Germany. And that'll be the Bucs and the Seahawks November 13th. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 29. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
After another really nice run, this is where a defense coordinator earns his money. His guys have been on the field a long time, so he's got to decide what he wants to do to try and slow them down. Is he going to substitute some players in, get some fresh guys, or is he just going to try to attack and try and find a way to take the ball away from them?
Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something to take.
And this throw will be intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 33.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. On 2nd and 9, Jones being chased out left. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there for the Giants. 49 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just help receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air. Nice chunk of yardage there. And then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Second down. Here's Barkley again. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Giants lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make the score 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
Got Dobbs over the middle.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Back to throw. Clifford. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Looking deep for Julio. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give him credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
And just 1 tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Looking to throw. Jones. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. Barkley hit and the ball pops free.
And the Packers pick it up. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find it.
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. It's a big play there for Green Bay. And even 50 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give them a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down.
The Packers had a disappointing 0-4 through the first month of the year. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory,
he's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, he's been the guy. Already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well. It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games. And now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? He said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. Jones. Yeah, quick throw here. That's complete. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley. And another 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw. Jones. Looking sideline, and he's going to have his man as he was able to walk the tightrope there for the completion. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
Running left, it's Barkley. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 35. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Jones now on 1st and 10. That ball caught by Slayton. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Darius Slayton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants take a 3-touchdown lead. Gano now to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I'll overuse if this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown.
Christian Watson.
84 yards.
And the Packers get a bit closer. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces to see the present, making plays, and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
After the touchdown, on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Looking to throw. Jones to Barkley on the check down.
And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Up the middle with Barkley. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
On 4th down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this one's going to be touchdown right at about the 35-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Xavier McKinney.
So his struggles just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
They go play action here on 1st down. His throw incomplete.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and trying not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Giants continue to pull away here in this first half. Gano the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Taken from about the 12. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
On 3rd and 2, Clifford. And this one complete to Reed. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. Back to throw again.
He dumps this off to Dillon underneath.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. Certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here, as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. A handoff, Barkley running left. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Back to throw. Jones. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. On 4th down, Jones. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Barkley, inside handoff.
106 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
From the 16, Jones. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller.
And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Back to throw. Jones. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
There have not been a lot of great moments for this defense throughout this game. Finally, they have one they can hang their hat on. A nice stop there.
Jones throwing on 4th down. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton from a yard out. And the Giants take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the 2nd half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one. Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Off the play fake. Clifford. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll complete this one to Watson. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. They'll look to throw again. And he fires fires one incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
He's got it, and it's a Packers touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Packers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Matt LaFleur, he tells the offense, stay out there, go for two.
They'll try and throw for it. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
130 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's Barkley on the counter.
Yeah, baby!
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Looking to throw. Jones. And this one complete to Smith.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Operating from the gun. Jones. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. So he rolls out of the pocket left, just ends up finding a safety valve, but no gain there.
No gain, but it looked like they were well coached on the play because he still went through his progressions, and the receivers know that when the quarterback exits the pocket, they have to find routes to run now to get into his sight line to try and help him out. End up throwing it short to the running back. Give the defense credit for not giving up any yardage.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the 1st down marker. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Daniel Jones keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And the Giants look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Gano the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as they'll get this up to the 29. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Bobby Okereke running in and bringing him down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense. And certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap 1.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This is taken just shy of the 10.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
On 3rd down, Clifford. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Anthony Averett picks it.
And the Giants are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. It seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And this will be a Giants first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
Again, it's Barkley. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Going right side, he finds Slayton. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the 4th.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. That's caught by Waller out left side. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Well, they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the 4th quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Giants, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for the Packers, things aren't looking good. It'll be an 0-5 start, and they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets.